All right. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Community Showcase. My name is Michael Gauthier with Mike Gauthier Homes. Today I have the pleasure and honor of being with Reid from Two Giraffes here in Willow Park. So I'm excited to dig in and let you guys know who Two Giraffes are, what they're all about, and we'll kind of get to know Reid and the company a little bit more. So Reid, thank you so much for being on the show today. Really appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you could just start off by telling us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about Two Giraffes.
For sure. So I have a family with 2.5-year-old twins right now with my wife Maeve, which is kind of how the concept of the store came up. As you know, as a parent, like you always need shoes, and our little boy was delayed in walking, so we were going to all these specialists all over the city, and we were saying like, well, what can we do to help him? And they said, well, you know, shoes are foundational. And we said, okay, great. Well, where can we go? And there's very limited options for us. So we thought, well, here's an opportunity. Additionally, it's in my wife's blood. She's come from Ireland. She's been here about 14 years now, but they have a shoe store in the family that's been there for 130 years.
Wow.
So before we came up with this idea, we were actually getting shoes from her mom still in Ireland.
No way.
Yeah, so
wow.
She sent us the measuring gauges and taught us the whole thing about how to measure and what to measure and everything. So that's how we got like our foundational knowledge and like the idea of a shoe store, and that's kind of how we came up with the concept of Two Giraffes. So
amazing.
Yeah, so you know, with that kind of European heritage, the focus on fitting, that's how we came up with the store. The brands we sourced are, you know, children specific, often European,
cool.
Made for kids' feet. So
well, and I've seen some beautiful looking shoes and some beautiful different brands. So tell me kind of what makes the shopping experience unique with Two Giraffes.
For sure. So as I mentioned, service is paramount for us. Getting the right fit for your kids' specific needs is the most important thing for us. Style comes. We have very fashionable shoes that fit all the needs, but getting the right fit for the right need is important. So be it wide foot, narrow foot, if they're a toe walker, someone has a different type of gait, we can look at it and analyze it as they're walking and go through it. And we have devices for measuring. Our store set up with a custom staircase in it for kids to walk
yeah,
through.
I love that. I think that's fantastic.
Test out their shoes, make sure their foot's locked in and moving the right way, and that's kind of the experience. We partnered with a physiotherapy clinic in Calgary with Peak Health and Peak Health Kids.
Yes.
Who've been fabulous with us. Casual, who helped our son with his walking and development, has come in and actually given us and our staff training on what to look for shoes, walking patterns, feet, these kind of things. So it's an awesome partnership. We're able to educate her on like the newest technology in shoes, what there is available. So
that's so cool.
Yeah, it's such an awesome learning opportunity for us, and we're still taking our son to her next week. So
no way. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And I really think that that's just such a unique way that you can individualize, every single person that walks through the door, and it's not just, any other customer, but it's to you and your own needs for what you actually want, right? So
absolutely, yeah. And like we don't pretend to be physiotherapists. We're
of course
shoe sales, and like we can fit you in the right shoe, we can measure you and everything. But like having that expertise to lean on or send people to is like a fabulous thing for us.
Exactly. I was just going to say that, to be able to actually say, hey, you know what? That is a physiotherapist question. Great. I know someone who would be a good fit that can kind of help with this process, right? Yeah. So that's awesome. Why did you choose Willow Park to open up Two Giraffes?
We love the area. I grew up in Douglasdale, so not far away. As I mentioned, like I got my first driver's license at the AMA here in Willow Park, first bank account at the TD Bank. I may have even bought my first beer at Willow Park, but can't say for sure.
Right, but everything was here.
Absolutely, everything is here. And then accessibility. So as parents, we know you got a lot of equipment to be lugging around, and if you have a newborn, they're in a stroller, so we wanted to have people be able to park. Central for the south of Calgary. It's very easy to get to, and just like amazing neighbors with us. We have another baby store next to us, and when you see people like the Down Shop that have been here for over 40 years, the dry cleaners that have been here, I think over 50 years, it's just a great community to be part of.
Oh yeah, for sure. Awesome. What are some of your favorite things to do in the community when you're not working?
I love to golf, so I try to get out when I can. Maybe 1 or 2 rounds a year is all I get now.
Hey, whenever you can.
If I'm lucky, yeah. My brother lives in Willow Park, so I spend a lot of time with him and his family, and his 2 little boys. And my parents, are still in Douglasdale, so we get around and love to enjoy the the coffee and the treats and the markets that are around. So
awesome, that's great. Why do you think it's important for people to shop local here?
I think small business kind of paints the landscape and the character of most communities. Like big box stores and all that are faceless, not just in the service they offer, but in what they offer to a community. They're more extractors of from a community, whereas small business are direct contributors. Like I react 100% to what my customers need. If a customer from Willow Park comes in and say, these are not at all the shoes that I need to serve my community, well, let's work together. What can we get you to help you with that, right? Or what do you need?
Right.
And how can I adapt to that? And we pride ourselves in reinvesting in the community. We stock a lot of local, everything that we can. Everything we did to build out the store was local designers or craftsmen. So we pride ourselves in, supporting the community and being supported by the community and reinvesting that way.
Awesome, that's great. So second last thing here, how can people find you? So if someone's looking to get to Two Giraffes, how can people find you and how can people reach you here?
For sure, you can Google Two Giraffes Children's Footwear in Calgary and we're available. You can see us on all the maps. We're selling online as well at twogiraffes.ca. We're across all social media at Two Giraffes YYC, where we post product, pictures, info videos, bit of fun stuff. We have contests running almost every month, so happy to just get people into our store and visit us. But our social media pages are a great resource for parents to go to and just learn about shoes and learn about feet for kids and why it is so important. Okay, fantastic. I'll make sure that we put those in the show notes as well. And just for people to actually come in and see this beautiful store in Willow Park, it's so nice. So anything else that you want to highlight as far as Two Giraffes, what you guys do? Anything like that? I think just our focus on service, caring about the community, and we're not just salesmen, right? I'm here to help your kids grow and develop because I've seen how important a shoe is for our own kids. Mm-hmm. I see the way it instills confidence, capabilities, self-esteem, just from a single pair of shoes. So that excites me, and it's even more rewarding to see it when a small child can put a pair of snow boots on for the first time, the little bit of sparkle in their eyes, that little bit of independence. So
for sure,
being able to be part of that in the community is super exciting for us.
Awesome. Well, I want to thank you so much for giving me your time today.
Absolutely.
Thank you for coming to the community. We're super excited. I know myself, my wife, as parents, just having another spot that we can use, and I know that we're going to be in here with my oldest a little bit later on, and we're going to get her a nice pair of shoes. So thank you again for being a part of the show and just a part of the community as well.
Thanks so much. We're excited to be here.
Okay, thank you.